2,000 bushel one, which should be nice. All right, folks. Yeah, the amount of stuff here, like, there we go. Bean head would be nice. We'd have to chip the combine. Guys, this is an impromptu live stream. For the most part, just sit back and relax. We're going through and seeing everything they added since I was here the other day. Because where I was sitting the other day at that Great Plains chisel was right where that corn planter is sitting. Anybody need a grapple bucket? A piece of red equipment everybody would probably insist we need, right? Horse trailer. I'm pretty sure the 4020 would pull that though. Out of the ground. Nice 4430. 125 horse, 2,000 hours in the overhaul. Hey, a New Holland's disc bind, self-propelled disc bind. I don't know if it's a speed rower though. It is, it's a speed rower. This is Scott's. They have one big yearly sale every year, and I'm not quite sure when it's gonna happen here. I think it might be this week. Holy hell! Speaking of grain carts, it's got a little bit of damage on the auger. That thing's seen a few acres. I would consider a New Holland speed rower for the right price, or free. All depends which one came first. A couple of twin grain carts. They are missing the extensions though. I say, where's Tyson at? There's a nice skid steer for him. It's got a cab and everything. Well, one of my subscribers stopped by today, and he was doing exactly what we're doing. He was going through all the auction sales that were coming up and checking to see what everybody had. A couple nice chopper boxes. I have an idea about where they came from. And now we get over to the stuff we can afford. It's kind of pricey.
You have to take out a loan to buy that.
Yeah. Hope you guys can, yeah, you guys can still see. You're good. Yeah, we're getting down to the muddy end of the lot. The weather's been really dry lately as far as rain or snow, and the ground went from froze to muddy to officially drying out. Nothing in particular we're looking for. If I had to say anything that we would consider, it would probably be a piece of tillage equipment or an auger or something. And 630. This looks like it's seen better days. Little Frontier rake. Those are built way too light too, from what I've been told. Oh, hey, bold blast from the past. Dad misses this thing.
I don't think so.
We used to, yeah, we used to run two of those, right?
Yep.
Dad misses those days really bad.
Nope. There we go.
Sassy Massy. Oh. I'm with you there. Window shopping can be kind of depressing. But let's be fair, this isn't brand new paint. We're at the Scott Implement dealership over here by Platteville. Somebody said something about cheap horsepower. How's everybody doing tonight? It's called an impromptu live stream. If you notice, Ryan's probably back there making faces. Yeah, we may sound identical, but I'm obviously better. I'm the older brother. I got all the looks in the family, so.
What was that thing good for back in the day?
The tractor? Ryan's asking about this little tractor over here. Wasn't very long ago, well, long enough ago, that would pull a one bottom plow, two bottom plows. You gotta remember, they had to go from horses to tractors. We're sitting still because Dad's looking at this chisel plow over here. I should be out looking at stuff, but the problem is I did this the other night. But they easily doubled the amount of stuff that's here. We need to move though. We're sitting in the way of a guy. Ugh. Ugh. Hold on, guys. Gotta get out of the way. I think the sale is the first of the month, or first of the week, like maybe the 6th. Yeah. This is over at Scott Implement in Platteville. As far as a little silo filament with high moisture corn again, we could. Oh, hold on. Don't tell Mom I'm crawling all over her car with my work boots on. That helps. All right, okay, we're moving. Hope you guys appreciate the video. Nice soil finisher. Yeah, that's true. A lot of the times it's better off you just don't tell Mom. Me and my sister could tell you stories. We used to beat on Ryan when he was we were all kids, and he'd start crying, and that's usually when we'd start going, don't tell Mom, we're gonna get in trouble. That one's nicer. You want to see what Dad's stopped to look at again? Looking at chisel plows. That one doesn't look half bad.
The ugliest colors came out.
Let's see, hold on. I can't leave the car. You guys are currently plugged in because you're on my cell phone, and my cell phone's at 15%. If I unplug you guys, that's the end of the live stream. So apologies for that. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it looks to me like this axle, that's the chisel plow Dad's looking at. See this axle over here? It's sitting at an angle. That is kind of alarming to me. Hey, dairy farm in Ireland. How's the dairy industry going over there? A Kuhn chisel plow with a 9-inch. I didn't even know Kuhn did chisel plows. Hey Ryan, say hi to your fans because they're asking you to say. Yep. That's about all you're gonna get out of him.
I'm looking at that harrow back there,
Hold on.
wondering how the heck, whether it was built like that or we're kind of just kind of bent that shape. Right there. Kind of looks like he just kind of got everything to not drag off the ground and just kind of drug it into the lot.
Thanks, Megan. Roller harrow, that would be kind of nice to have. There's that Massey Ferguson you guys saw the other day. See, a little auger like that would be awfully nice for just loading semi. Simple, low maintenance. Three-point mounted sprayer, I could think of a couple applications we could use it for.
There you go, Travis. Backhoe.
Yeah, no kidding. For the tractor, no less. Put it on the back of the 82. What used to be an ambulance. It's kind of weird the things you find at sales. 5020. Really nice grain mixer. Wow. If we didn't already have a grain drill. That one's, somebody put a lot of work into that. Holy cow. Talking my vlogs now.
Why would I talk? It's not my live stream.
That's right, it's not his live stream.
Ooh, 4960.
I'm kind of liking that setup. 4960 with a 1,000 bushel grain cart on it. Hope you guys caught that. Dad just hit himself with the with the garage door. Oh, 4020 anybody's interested in. I haven't seen any combines, no. That chain on the front of the weights is a different look. Wonder why they did that. That was definitely a dairy farm skid steer. $5,500. And see, that is my friend Ryan. He said something along those lines of wanting a grain drill, 3-point mounted. It's about 4 times bigger than what he probably needs or wants, but that'd be kind of nice. Problem I have with grain drills when it comes to seeding down beans, it's a controlled spill. How many of you guys think our combine would run something like that? That's a 608. It's a C. Yeah, we couldn't handle that. You guys, look at this. It's a lifted van. Painted camel. That's kind of neat. It's a Ford.
It's John Steinhardt.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen him forever.
There's a Great Plains chisel I was looking at the other day, guys. That Massey does look kind of sharp, though. I do like the newer looks of these. The old ones, not so much. They changed the hood up on them.
It makes me wonder if like these aren't Scott Implements tractors and they're just kind of.
They are. They have some equipment out here that were demo units that they have for sale. That Great Plains.
And see just what they sell for. They have some pretty good, even like smaller.
Well, that guy that stopped earlier, he said exactly that. He bought like a hardly used or a lightly used chisel plow. Was it no manure spreader for like $1,000 or something? I probably, maybe I heard him wrong, but yeah, that's the thing about coming to these auction sales, guys. If you have something in mind that you like, oh, really cool grapple bucket. It's like it's seen some, that thing's pretty aggressive. Wow. The thing is, you come to these sales, I mean, you can find some pretty neat deals if you're willing to put the time in to come to them. It is. This is a grown man's toy store. When you're a guy, or a man, a farmer, you never grow up from playing with toys. Your toys just get bigger. It's a nice looking Bobcat, but 5,000 hours on it would keep me from wanting to be a buyer. Hey Ryan, Nelson from the Farm Machinery Show says hi.
Hey. Drop boxes.
Hi Wes.
Wes?
Yeah, Wes is on here. That's right. This is the Grown Man's Toy Store. I'm sorry I'm not watching the comments, guys. I'm kind of watching the equipment. That looks like that belongs to the store. This is just a regular dealership who has... they just have one sale a year, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, that's why we're seeing so much equipment here. I mean, some of it is kind of meh.
What are those?
But those are tongues for disc binds.
Oh, okay.
They're using them as impromptu gates is what it looks like. They're blocking off the
That's
grass.
scary. They got that many on hand, they must break a few.
Yeah, no kidding. See, that's one thing I can say I've never ran was the stacker. We got rid of, or we quit using it. When did we quit using that? I think I was in elementary.
I remember it.
Yeah, I remember watching Dad use it. I've never really ridden doing it too much, but there's something right there that would be kind of a nice purchase, guys, that rolling harrow. It's something that it'd be kind of a empty purchase where you only use it once.
Once every 20 years.
Yeah, once every 20 years, but that one time you use it, it'd be a godsend. The first year that I've ever cropped, 100% by myself, I had rotary harrow my corn. It got crusted over. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, these guys are, I think, are realizing that they're on camera. That one guy gave me one hell of a look. Wow, I've never seen an old case baler like that. Anybody looking for a cultivator? Don't knock them till you try them. Us young guys never really had to get into them too much, but I like it. I haven't seen any 5-bottom plows. Have you?
Yeah, they're over there. There's two of them.
Oh, there's 2 5-bottom plows over there. That way. And another rotary harrow. Oh, here's one right here. I'm thinking they keep the nicer, higher end stuff on that side of the lot. Hey Wes, when were you coming back to the States again? Sometime in March? I'm using my cell phone right now. Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I'm going to limp it along. I've had it for 3 years. I'm going to limp it along until this fall. They're coming out with the Galaxy Note 9. Yeah, sorry I'm not getting back to some of your guys' comments, but I'm just trying to watch the equipment. I'm hearing a lot of people that really aren't that crazy about Massey Ferguson tractors, but myself, the new style, I thought were kind of sharp. Now we're down the miscellaneous part of the lot. It's like a white corn planter waiting to be put together. Okay guys, we're about to go mud bogging in my mom's car.
Don't tell her.
Yeah, just don't tell her. Say, is that ours?
Winkler
That's
Milk?
our, hey, that's our old grain drill.
Look, it is.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Quickest way to find out.
Yep.
Hey.
It's upside down.
Well, I'll be... Hey guys, remember our old grain drill? This is our old grain drill my grandpa had. The reason we can tell, when Grandpa bought this grain drill brand new, the salesman did it as a joke. He put this sticker on upside down. See, Winkler Implement, Potosi, Wisconsin. Wow. This thing was just on a sale not that long ago. Somebody turned too short on it though, because it wasn't bent like this when we had it.
It's probably the number that was on it at the farm sale.
Yeah.
No, that's the part number for this.
Oh, really?
Because I bought this. Oh.
Wow. It's a small world, guys. I wonder who actually bought it, because it looks to me like it really hasn't been used at all. Yeah, I said this thing could tell you stories. They say I grew up on this thing. Literally, I grew up sitting on the back of this, watching all the seed tubes closing. Wow.
See, that's the number that was on the sale.
That's the reason the stream closed is because I shut my camera off by accident. Oh.
Never thought that.
Then it makes you wonder, did somebody buy it just to fucking resell it?
Those stuff.
There's a pair of steel wheels, guys. The Mennonites around here, you see them running around with those all the time. They look silly, but I guess they pull better than anything else you can put on. Only problem is you can't run them down the road. Oh.
Yep.
I don't see much point in buying back a drill that we already have, guys. I can understand wanting to be nostalgic, but you can't buy back everything that Grandpa had. A lot of his equipment was pretty well worn out. Here's some new stuff. Yeah, something simple. 195 New Holland spreader to really work for us too. It looks to me like I got this lined up so people don't park in the grass. Yeah, I've considered getting another 40 series. I just mentioned it earlier again, like a John Deere 4440 or a 4430, narrowing it up and putting the cultivator on it. There you go, Wes. I say we were just talking about that the other day. It's been a while since we've seen much from you other than Instagram. I say other than Wes and Northern Farmer, you guys are about the only ag channels I watch. This auction is at Scott Implement in Platteville, Wisconsin. I believe it might be this week sometime. I want to say the 6th, but I don't know for sure. This was kind of impromptu. We came over to town to Platteville for other reasons and just decided we wanted to come out and see what was going on out here. You say the amount of equipment here easily doubled in the last week. A 4960 would be all right, but the problem is I'd like to focus on newer equipment than that, personally. Here's a nice looking 4430. And I say something like that, I could definitely see my dad buying. Jim calling it a night already? The One Lonely Lawnmower. Nah, I haven't heard that one. Got a truck coming up behind us. Uh, 9RX is so far out of our price range right now. An old sunflower disc. T7 was a nice machine, yes. I could buy a piece of equipment if I wanted to. Only thing is, right now I'm waiting to finish up my taxes. You say a 1,000 bushel cart would sure be nice for us. Anybody looking for a 1066? A lightly used big round baler. Oh, maybe more than lightly used. How about used enough? $46.50. We're really just window shopping right now. I did weigh the possibilities of buying that Great Plains, but I'd have to look at getting a chip for the 8235 before I could even consider it. But then the problem is you do that and then you're just tying up the 8235 with another job when it's already stretched pretty thin in the spring and fall. Nice 4440 with a straight pipe. I'm kind of an odd farmer like that. The first thing I would do if I bought a tractor with a straight pipe, we've all agreed, we'd go through and pull the straight pipe off, put a regular exhaust back on. I think we should all ask Wes, when's he going to start raising some row crops again? 50 acres, 20 acres? Oh, the problem is, we're not looking at going red.
Where was that Great Plains at?
It's the next lane over. If you can cut across, I think it's right there. Yeah, take a right. It's right there. Hey, this is that Great Plains I was talking about in the other video, guys. It's a demo unit, I guess is what I was told. It really wasn't used very heavily. I don't know, that something like that, I would really see looking into getting. We get the horsepower around where we could afford or be able to pull it properly. Great Plains, I would say, is a really strong contender for the next piece of tillage equipment we get.
Hey, it's our square baler.
Yeah. Anybody looking for a Kubota? Yeah, I don't do open station machines anymore when it comes to skid steers. How much stuff does Iowa Dairy Boys? How much does Iowa Dairy Boys buy from the auctions? Yeah, we need to look into buying there you go. We need to look into buying a semi or a straight truck or something. Don't worry, guys, about everything you guys could come up with and tell us that we need to look at into buying, we've already considered 2 or 3 times. That's a good question, Wes. Are you seriously looking at 1,000 acres of corn? I don't know if you're watching the corn prices here lately, but we're at a 6-month high in corn. Everything that I've sold for this fall already is already the lowest stuff I've sold this spring for this fall is better than everything I sold last year. How is the mulch business working for you lately? As far as the mulch market?
What's wrong with that auger?
Alright guys, let's hurry up and say our goodbyes. Dad's looking at one more auger. Be realistic, there's nothing here immediately that we'd be looking into buying, unless Dad makes a last minute purchase. But Ryan and I really aren't looking to make any purchases.
You thought ours was in bad shape.
Yeah. Ryan, when's your next video gonna be released? Sunday?
Tomorrow.
Ryan's next video is gonna be out tomorrow. How'd you guys like that grain bin collapse video? Yeah, there's a couple of 6-row planters here. Well, for those of you that aren't aware of it, one of our grain bins started to fall over last fall with corn in it, so that was a blast. The auction is at Scott Implement in Platteville. No, not planning on putting any harvesters up. Brian wasn't calm when the bin was collapsing. Don't let him fool you. $85.30 and the $81.20.
Kind of surprised you have service. I don't have any.
My connection keeps fading in and out. It's time to hit the brakes. All right, we're gonna be driving past the new shiny stuff here really quick. Yeah, I say we're out in the back lot, but they do have some nice stuff here. Probably some pretty good purchases too, but you can find a couple diamonds if you come to the day. You'd be surprised what you might be able to pick up for price-wise.
Got turbo on it?
I can't tell. As far as any cattle I'll be looking at buying, I don't know until I buy them.
Nope.
Yeah, and depending on what your market's doing out there, Wes, you might be able to make some pretty good money on it right now. This dealership is, whoa. This dealership was actually used to be an old mine. I can't face you guys straight ahead because you'd be blinded. If you guys can't tell though, the dealership handles in Massey Ferguson. As far as small square bales and making them, highly unlikely. Ourselves, I'd rather just buy what we need. I blind everybody. Oh, really? It's Sunday morning for Wes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I say this is all the new stuff. Here's a nice little purchase we should be looking at making. That's an Unver Firth, I believe. Ripper. Heavy duty tedders. I don't know if I could ever get away from tedding again though. After doing it this past year and how well it worked, I don't know if I'd really want to get away from it. Wow, those things are built really light. That's something we need to try too, is a roller. Wes is sick and he's stuck in the house. My cow herd total is like 5. It'll explode here. Give me another 2 or 3 years and it'll really take off. Rollers are nice for pushing rocks down into the soil. They don't compact the ground as much as you'd think. We've never done much as far as cover crops. Much means none. And I say the equipment's fun to look at, but then for one piece of equipment, like you say, this line we're looking at right here, you're easily looking over $1 million. All right, guys, this is where the sale is. Well, that's it. If you guys can see all the equipment sitting down there. Yeah, the farm day tickets are still for sale. All right, we're heading back to town. This is what we're doing right now. Not much for snow out here right now. Everything's drying out. That's it for this video. You guys have a video coming out here in about a half hour you guys can watch, but until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. So take care, take it easy, keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys in like a half hour.